must be relieved now that everyone knows Misbah lied.
Misbah couldn't prove a thing. It was her word against mine.
What's that meant to prove?
Isn't it obvious? He's lying.
It's not enough. Not that it matters anyway, since I was caught fabricating evidence.
What if we get him on a new charge? What if he tried to do the same to me and we record it as proof?
You want to be bait? You do realize how dangerous that is. I thought I'd cook dinner tonight. I seen there's fiery biryani.
It'll take a lot more than that to make up for what you've done.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to hurt you, but he's my dad. I wasn't ready to let him go.
Let's discuss this later, shall we?
If you want to make it up to her, getting Ali sent down will get you major brownie points.
There are children with faces aglow.
Oh, Simba.
Wherever they're from, it's Christmas all over the world.
What have you done?
Well, I thought it was looking a bit bare around here, and I didn't want the customers thinking we're scrimping on Christmas decks.
You have desecrated my patisserie. It's now a shopping mall Santa's grotto. Oh, it is so gaudy.
Oh, thanks.
No, Donna-Marie, it is not a compliment. How is anyone meant to luxuriate in festive cheer surrounded by all these monstrosities?
Hey, it took us ages to put all this up.
You, young lady, ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Aw, I thought you'd like the glow-in-the-dark musical snowman.
Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be meeting Perry in the village for the light switch on. Good luck.
I want this eyesore cleaned up by lunchtime. Do you understand?
Why are you so keen to do this? You barely know Misbah.
Because I'm so sick of creeps like Ali just thinking they can take what they want without any consequences. And he'll do it again and again if someone doesn't stop him.
And that someone has to be you.
I'm not someone who can just stand around and watch terrible things happen without doing something about it. And Misbah was brave enough to speak up. She deserves to be believed. And if it's proof the police want, then I'm gonna get it.
What if he doesn't go to plan?
I know what I'm doing. I'll get out of there before anything happens.
No, wait, T. Look, I want nothing more than to see Ali pay for what he's done, but not if it means you get hurt too. You have to drop this.
All we want for Christmas is to save our planet. Oh.
Do you think you could look a little less miserable, please? It is the season of Christmas cheer.
I was just trying to make the place look a bit more festive. Wasn't around much for the kids when they were little, and I want to make this year special for them.
Yeah, well, I think they're a bit too old for the dazzle of fairy lights, don't you?
Because you're an expert on my kids now, are you?
Well... Does everything have to be an argument between us?
I never had any of this growing up. We never even had a tree. I mean, every penny I had, I spent it on gear. When you're an addict, there's nothing more important than getting your next fix, not even Christmas with your kids. And I robbed them of all those things that most families take for granted. I remember one year, Juliet, she got a 10-quid doll for Christmas, and Romeo spent weeks saving for it. And I stole it and traded it in for a baggie.
Sweetheart. Look, addiction is a disease. And I am not for a minute trying to excuse your actions, but look at what you've achieved. You got help. I mean, that That just shows immense strength of character.
Those kids never got to experience the magic of Christmas, and I just wanted to make up for lost time. But you know what? You are right. They are way too old for all of this. It was a daft idea.
Right. Please, could you make sure Diane and Tony get this? These colours are, well, they're much better suited for here. I, meanwhile, have something equally fabulous for the salon.
According to James, Ali's got a friend in the CPS who's pushing them to charge Sammy. She's one of the best prosecutors in the Northwest, apparently.
This isn't right. Ali's the criminal. He's the one that should be locked up, not Sammy.
Excuse me, but this is a private conversation, not just idle gossip to be spread around the village.
I wouldn't. We all know what a motor mouth you are.
Ditto. I'm gutted that Ali's managed to turn this around on you.
He's always one step ahead. I've let go of any hope of getting justice for what he did.
You shouldn't. Karma has a way of making sure that men like him get what's coming to them.
Hello, doll. It's twice in 2 days. You following me?
You wish. Us McQueens don't chase men, just FYI.
Oh, and I better up my game. Tell me, why's a gorgeous girl like you still single?
Well, I'm very picky about who I date. I don't just let any man take me out. I like a man who knows what he wants and goes for it. That's hot.
Well, in that case, why don't we do this properly sometime? Make a night of it.
Yeah, as long as you promise to have me home by midnight, so I don't turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's not Cinderella that turns into the pumpkin. It's her carriage.
Yeah, I knew that. Here's my number. Why don't you give me a call so we can have some real fun?
Oh, you sent me on a wild goose chase. They're in a shop in town that sells hypoallergenic mistletoe. You're gonna have to look online. What's all this?
Well, the inflatable snowman had to go obs, but you know, you've got some really lovely pieces in your collection. Just, well, brightens the place up beautifully, don't you think?
Oh, well, it's stunning. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
And to get us in the mood, let's just say I've organised for tomorrow some appropriate music for this time of year.
What do you mean? Like a carol concert?
I got the idea from your mum, actually. Anyway, there's a lot to organise. You two okay to muck in?
Oh, yeah, let's get cracking. We've got a concert to organise.